He's the brand new chair of the RNC, and we're glad that he could make time, because I will tell you, in this day and age, Mr. Gruters, and a good morning to you, we'll welcome you back. I understand what you're up against. This is, Joe, this is one of the most challenging environments we find ourselves in. President Trump recognizes that, which is why he was out on the stump in Pennsylvania. There are two news channels today pummeling it, CNN and MSNBC, on affordability. Trump's calling it a hoax and mocking it. None of that's true. I do think the economy is going to turn around, but it takes a minute, Joe. So I welcome you to the show, and I would just ask you, how do you, as the RNC chair and the party, talk about this going into 2026? Good morning.
Morning, Chris. And first off, thanks for what you're doing for those children, with the parents that are incarcerated. I think it's a wonderful gesture, and what you do is it will go a long way in the lives of all those people that are impacted. But listen, you hit the nail on the head. This is a absolute disaster. You know, no matter what party's in power, they normally get crushed in the midterms. And so what do we have to do? Well, the president started last night. The president's going to barnstorm the country. It's about a communication. You know, you can't reverse the effects of the destruction that the Biden team did over the 4 years that he had. What this president has done in the first 10 months has been unbelievable. You know, with the big, beautiful bill, the focus on trying to bring affordability down, or make it more affordable for people, getting inflation down. What you've seen is gas prices down $2, mortgage rates down, price of eggs down 60%, no tax on tips, overtime, Social Security, on and on and on. But it's not enough. What we have to do is we have to communicate it. And listen, the challenge of, I have one mission. When the president called me, he said we have to win the midterms, because we know what's going to happen if we lose the midterms. We've already seen it during the shutdown. 43 days, the Democrats held the government hostage, and they're going to obstruct, they're going to investigate, they're going to impeach, and his presidency essentially is going to be over. We can't let that happen. We have to give him a full 4 years, and I could talk a lot about how we're going to do that, but my mission is clear. Win the midterms, give the president a full 4 years.
RNC Chair Joe Gruters, I've had people ask me, turnout. Look, we understand. It's historically true, particularly for Republicans. We're working class folks. We're busy with families and lives. Politics isn't in our DNA and our blood. We don't wake up every day thinking about politics. Once our folks are in charge, I think we feel like we can kind of rest on our laurels a little bit, quite frankly, and go back about our lives. Democrats never think that way, of course. So we've seen in all these special elections, save Tennessee, including last night, Democrats are flipping seats. Are you alarmed? Miami, the special election in Georgia, Virginia, New York, save Tennessee, a little tighter than we'd like, but what do you say about it?
Yeah, Chris, special elections are special. What you're seeing is a lot of anger built up, and their voters are motivated. Yes, our voters get a little, they're happy, and so they're not as motivated to turn out. And yes, I'm concerned about any loss that we have. Tennessee, I was excited to get a win there. You know, that district was actually R plus 10. We won it. It's by 9 points. We got involved at the end. But like, I go back to the fact that, you know, what we have the president said we have to win the midterms. This is how we do it. What you're seeing across the country, you're seeing redistricting play out. I think that will pick us up a net positive number of seats. The number of competitive seats will go down as a result of redistricting. We're recruiting superior candidates, and we have superior firepower. The Republican National Committee right now has more money than the DNC and all the Democrat federal committees combined. We are doing everything we can right now to set the stage. And what you saw last night from the president is him going to Pennsylvania, communicating directly with American people. We're going to have a midterm convention. We're going to have the president on the road all the time. He is committed to barnstorming the country. We are going to do everything humanly possible to make sure that we're successful in these seats. It's not going to be easy, but we have to have everybody working together. We have to ring the bell, and we have to convince these people that have voted for the president 3 times now to come out and vote for these down ballot candidates. And the reason why is because otherwise the presidency for the Donald Trump is over. We gotta win the midterms. Yeah. That's our only goal.
I got a couple of questions from folks asking me about turnout. I mean, we know, I covered the specific Pennsylvania 2024 election, and the way it was done in Pennsylvania was remarkable. People like Pressler and Turning Point and, of course, the RNC and the Trump Organization, all working hand in glove. I'd never seen such harmony between so many different organizations to get voters turned out, Joe. Do you have that same apparatus? Can you guys turn it out like Chairman Whatley before you and Laura Trump, the co-chair?
Yes, they did a phenomenal job. But yes, just give you my background. I've spent 22 years as a chairman. I started as a grassroots walker, volunteer walker, became my walking coordinator, then became a local club chairman, then my my county chairman, then the state chairman, now the national chairman. I did that by focusing on the fundamentals, and that's getting out the vote, protecting the vote, and registering voters. We're going to continue to do that here. But yes, what you have right now within the Republican Party is you have a organization that we talk to the White House every single day. We work with the White House every day. We work with our sister committees every day. And all these other groups out there like Turning Point and Pressler and the America First. We work across the spectrum. Every group we embrace. We want them out there working hard with us because all of our partners working together. I always say whatever team can unite their coalitions more will be successful, and we'll continue to do that here. It's a priority of mine to make sure that we're working together, we have open communication, and that we have all boots on the ground, all working together. And listen, it's not easy. But I think that with this president, what I tell everybody is everything revolves around the president. If people campaign with the president, if they focus on the president's policies, we're going to be successful.
Joe, 10 seconds. What's one thing Congress could do, the Republicans that control it, to help your work and turn out voters next fall for Republicans? What's one thing Congress could do if you could wave a magic wand?
Get rid of the filibuster, follow the president, pass all these things, create universal voter ID, make sure we're doing everything right, and listen to the president, and we'll be successful.
Get rid of the filibuster. Okay. The chair of the RNC is Joe Gruters. Grateful for your time, sir. Merry Christmas. Come back and see us.
Thanks so much.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.